I'm Dr. Perry Drake. I'm a professor at the University of Missouri St. Louis, and I'm also teaching in Bremen, Germany at the Hochschule Bremen summer school. And I just wanted to chat a little bit about the importance of social media and what businesses are missing out on by not fully participating in that particular form of marketing and communication, and the missed opportunities that are there. I mean, social media is so critical from the point of view of attracting new customers and also retaining customers and prospective customers. And the great thing about social media is a lot of it can be done organically, which is going to be the most cost-effective way to do it. And what I mean by that is there's really very little payment that's involved on the organic side. Um, you know, I, you know, I'll give a perfect example. There was a restaurant that my wife and I visited yesterday. I'm not going to say what the restaurant was, but they were not involved in social media at all. It's a beautiful restaurant, a beautiful setting here in Germany. The food was phenomenal, the service was great, and I wanted to go on social media to kind of share my experience with them. They had absolutely no presence on social media whatsoever. And what was kind of sad too is I was sitting there just even thinking, not all the tables were filled, and this was a beautiful Sunday afternoon. I would say 10 to 15% of the tables were filled, mostly locals. I think my wife and I were the only ones that were from out of town and from the States. And it's just a missed opportunity for them to tell the experience of dining there, the types of food they have, get their customers to engage with them, to reveal what it's like to dine there. Let's say for my wife and I, if we were kind of doing a search out there on a great place to dine within Germany. So even if it's not so much to gain local attention, because again, I know in the German society, the use of social media is not as great as it is in other countries like the US or Japan or et cetera. But it needs to be looked at as a way to reach out to others like us to help bring in that other customer base. And then the other thing is, let's set that aside, that's one thing. Another way is to keep your current customers happy, to engage with them, have them help create content, curate content. It really is pretty easy at the end of the day. You get them to ensure that if they're doing something or they're posting something, they're tagging you in that post, and then you can just snag that post and reshare that out there. And what a better endorsement than having a current customer basically share content. And again, today that's what millennials are looking for. They really don't trust so much a brand's own advertisement or own endorsement, so they're obviously always going to elsewhere like Yelp or Amazon reviews to get that sort of information. So to not be present is kind of missing out on opportunities to be seen by others that may not be aware of you. Even a web presence. Again, another perfect example. We dined at a lovely Italian restaurant a week ago here in Germany, and they were supposed to be one of the best Italian restaurants in Germany. You do a Google search on best Italian restaurants in Germany, and they showed up absolutely nowhere. They did have a web presence, but again, it wasn't optimized. As their Facebook was not either. So again, and it really doesn't take as much time as one might think to give it just a little bit of effort, and especially within, let's say, a restaurant sort of environment. I think it depends on the industry, of course, but it doesn't have to be a total time waste at the end of the day. The rewards far outweigh any of the costs in terms of free advertising, extended reach, creating those brand advocates, extending word of mouth, sharing the experience, which is really what social media is all about. And I'm passionate about it, and when I see missed opportunities like I've talked about before,